Hi there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for another one-man review. Today is a book I'm really excited about. This is Womb Rider by Emil Friis Ernst. Emil's an artist who I've been following on Instagram and just absolutely enamored with Emil's art. I also have seen it. I think it was in some anthology. I think it was probably in the Cram Books anthology, just because of the rhizo printing and the coloration that Emil uses so well. There was a point where like Emil on Instagram was talking about quitting art, and I was so sad. I was like, oh my God, this is one of the most unique voices we have going right now. Someone who's super inspirational to me, someone who does amazing things with abstraction and shape and color. And then Tom said, hey, I'm going to be sending you this book, Tom from Uncivilized. This is published by Uncivilized Books. So Tom Kaczynski was like, hey, I want to send you some new books. And I'd seen that they were doing a book with Emil. So I was like really excited. Like, yeah, Emil didn't quit. Emil keep going and made a new book. So that's really exciting to me. And then to have it published by Tom is awesome. And for Tom to send me a free copy is even more awesome. But you can see in the book that this is a really intelligently made coloring job as well. Emil is very, very aware of how to mix the ink colors, like getting some special inks that can create some more vibrance. So whatever, like the pink that's being used mixing with the yellow creates oranges. And Emil's really, really good with whatever spot colors that are given for the project, knowing how to color with those and looking like there's a wide variety of color within the project, but it still has like the intensity of, even though like this is obviously a mix of a couple different inks, it feels a little bit different than your standard CMYK job. And you get things like this where you're just working with this neon pink that lets you get these different colors. And I think Emil is one of the best artists I've seen in terms of creating those mixtures with these strange colors, predicting how they're going to look, using them for, composition, abstraction. And then you can see just the line art and the coloration, the abstraction, the cartooning all throughout is really awesome. Tom kind of described it to me as like hyper colored Yokoyama Yuichi, like super intense action. So you basically just have a race. This is this Womb Rider here entering into this race, and you just get all of these awesome images. It's largely a silent comic, just with the sound effects like you would get in a Yuichi Okayama book. So just visual delight all throughout, and there's not much to say about this story. It's just showing you some of the pages I really, really like, some of the images I really like. Really interesting to see Emil move away from like this more cell shaded flat coloring style to start playing with some gradient effects on this one page. So some of these little burst effects that you get with typically more with risograph printing are here. I don't know if this is risograph. It looks like it's probably an offset job just because everything's so precise, but still kind of working with some of those risograph burst effects and things like that, but then with the precision of offset printing. So just someone who continues to, like push their own style, I think, and then within that finding ways to try something new still using gradients and stuff like that. So I hope this was something that was done after Emil was talking about not doing art anymore. Emil, if you see this video, I really do, you're one of the people that's super inspiring to me right now, and I think you're one of the top most interesting voices in comics. So I hope that was just a little, a bad month, and that you've come back out of it. But yeah, drawings like that, love it. So please, please, please go get Womb Rider by Emil Friis Ernst. Hopefully super sales on this, selling out in a reprint or something, will really encourage this artist to keep going. Someone that like I said, I think super important. And also noting that there's like this awesome kind of hologram foil on here without making an impression on the back is exciting to me. I don't know if it will ever happen, but I would love to try and make a book that has some foil on the inside. I didn't know that it would be possible because I thought you'd always have to emboss. So I'm going to have to pester Tom about how they did that and how expensive Sean's going to hate me because I'm going to be like, hey, I talked to Tom and like we could do a whole book with every page has foil on it. Sean's going to want to punch me in the head, but that's always how I think when I see things like this. So it's just a book that it opens up a lot of possibilities for me mentally. So please go to Uncivilized and get yourself a copy of Womb Rider by Emil Friis Ernst.